Sim 155, Combat Air Patrol 2, Battle of Hormuz, Licensing. And welcome to Walkthrough's gameplay video of Combat Air Patrol 2 Battle Hormuz. I'm Dishwine. You're playing Combat Air Patrol 2, the sequel to Combat Air Patrol. Combat Air Patrol was a flight simulation game from 1993. Yes, the sequel to that. It took place in the Persian Gulf where you could fly I know for a fact the F-14 and the F-18. I don't know, or F-A-18, but I don't know about the, I think maybe the F-4 as well. Basically, we help with the invasion of Iraq, and you could even win the game instantly by killing Saddam Hussein if you had right. If you could find him. By find him, I mean they send you intelligence reports and they say, oh, he might be here. Maybe you should bomb that. You bomb it, he died, you win. Which is interesting, but Combat Patrol 2 is different. Not only is it takes place in the modern day, it takes place, I forgot the name of the base, but it's the Straits of Hormuz, maybe? Straits of Hormuz, which is the area in between the Persian Gulf, yes, and the. Okay, I'm looking this up before I get it wrong, but it's right underneath. It's right underneath Iran, which is why you're probably seeing an aircraft in this. Now, in Combat Patrol 2, you play as that. Nope, not that. That to right here, the Harrier 2, also known as the American Harrier, also known as the Marine Harrier, also known as the Harrier with the bigger nose. The Harrier 2 is the Americanized version of the Harrier, which is a British VTOL aircraft. It was more or less the first VTOL aircraft in service, certainly with jet engines. And it was, the Harrier's been a tried and true aircraft in both the RAF and the USAF. Which is now going to be replaced by the F-35. Now, what's interesting, I kind of wish they would have the F-35 in this game, but I don't think they said that they're actually going to introduce any aircraft other than the Harrier 2. Which is interesting. Which is interesting for me anyway, because I don't really play games made for solely one aircraft. I put up with DCS A10 because I love the A10 and that's good enough for me. But for most games, I usually don't like them if they just have one aircraft. This game is no different, by the way, but I figured, it's the Harrier, it's cool. This game has a really big map, which is realistically modeled, they say. It has a 250,000 kilometer by 2 area of land. Not only can you fly your Harrier around from beginning of mission to end, which is very 90s of them, and very early 90s, very similar to the Strike Fighter series, which I used to play. I used to play Strike Fighters Vietnam, and that was the first realistic flying game I used to play. Not counting, of course, Microsoft Flight Sim, because they're not very realistic or simulatory. And the thing about this game is, they just say it's a simulator, but it's not really a simulator. It's a simulator in how Wolf tanks War Thunder. Modern Warfare is a simulator. How Battlefield is a simulator. They're mostly realistic. They're kind of like simulators. They're better off than their lesser counterparts. Well, I guess Wolfenstein is a lesser counterpart to War Thunder, and Call of Duty and Halo are the lesser counterparts to or the arcade versions of like Battlefield. And people don't like that. There are people out there that only play simulation games, and if it's not a true simulation game, they hate it. They really do. As in, people hate Ice Combat. People hate mini games because people hate War Thunder because it's not a true simulation game. Which, with this game, they have a point because this game is called a simulation game, and they do say flight and naval combat simulator, not flight combat game. If it's a flight combat game, then they'll be off the hook because that is actually a genre of flight combat games, and they're anything. They're Ace Combat, They are IL-2 Simmerbag, which is again this is similar to. It is also DCS. They're all flight combat games because you're flying and you're in combat. Flight combat game. Camera, what are you doing? Also, it seems like these things are completely sandbox. Like, yeah. And also, did I mention this game is in early access? Yes, this game's in early access. And it came out in early access June 6, 2016. Yeah, but anyway. Alright, so now let's continue. Oh yes, this game has controller, keyboard, and joystick support. I think. Keyboard support, I'm not quite sure. But I'll be using a controller today, and I might make another video after after I get my joystick out and put my gloves on, and we'll do that. And figure out the controls. Oh, fantastic. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, you can change your velocity scaling, which will probably be changing to high, because why not? Controls. Green by default. Different stuff. Light. It knows I'm using the gamepad, thankfully. I have to use the mouse to get around. Okay, well, we'll see how things are. Actually, no, never mind. That's from another game. But yeah, the graphics, when this game originally released the 6th of June, today is the 8th. These were in the game. The brightness and contrast were in the game. Also was not in the game. Actually, that's about it. The rest are in the game. And this game is very dark without it. That's just what they're going for. That's basically what they're going for in terms of graphics style. But you can mess around those if you want. People really hated that. But anyway, so as you can see, these are very basic options, and in order to change your screen resolution, you must left click or right click. Right click goes down in resolution, left click goes up. And you can go in between all the resolutions in between 1080p and 860 and 60. So yeah. I got full screen and off. He's saying you have triple buffer, but unfortunately, Big Store does not like triple buffer, so I have that turned off. You got the dowsing and confirm, and you got these. We'll be probably messing with these a bit because I can put Florida. I do like my graphics. I do like my graphics nice, and the camera is just being silly. Yes, again, I think this is completely randomly generated sandbox because also the glitch of the Harrier is basically laying on top of each other. Oh well. Very similar to Sky Rogue, I think it was that the rogue like. Oh, there we go. Now we finally got some decent camera angles. And yes, the Straits of Hormuz are between the Persian Gulf and the Arabian Sea. All right. Well, it's been 10 minutes, so let's get in action. It's like pilot, bam, triple nine. Great pilot. But one of the reasons why I got this game is because it remind me a lot of Strike Fighters Vietnam, in which you can take off from wherever you're taking off from, fly to wherever you're going, kill some things, and then you have to go all the way back. You take off, once you get to a certain altitude, bam, you're at the mission. Once you do the mission, bam, you're going back to base. Or, bam, you're refueling, then bam, you're going back to base. This game, you do it all like this. So yeah, yes, I did this. I said mid-air refueling. I wasn't just talking about Ace Combat. I think this mid-air refueling is coming again. The camera's being weird. But that's a bug report. So let's actually look at campaign. Operation Ocean Protector. Get back. You got better camera angles. Okay, that's good. Oh, let's go training. How about flight training? How about takeoff? Loading. Here's a good area. Alright. Flight training takeoff. Mission briefing. Objective. Complete a carrier takeoff. Notes. Check your mission objectives display for takeoff checklist. Choose your weapon load to practice with different loadouts. Completion criteria reach. 3,000 feet altitude at a minimum of 250 knot speed. With a clean configuration. Gear up. Flat set to auto. And nozzles fully aft. Right, nozzles are what the Harrier uses to go up and down. Oh, up and forward. They're like around here. You saw them earlier. They were the little vents on the side. They look like chimneys. Or not chimneys, but, you know, things on top of houses that vent the attic. Those. Alright, Eastern Seaboard Training Area, USA. That's Eastern Seaboard. Where is it? Please tell me this is off in SA Jax. But then again, the Harrier 2 is a Marine aircraft. And we're taking off Marine carriers, not Navy carriers. Wait, like there's a difference in carriers, but yes, the Harrier 2 is... Oh, whoa, whoa, there's rumble! There's rumble in this game! We can hear that. Alright, what do we got? Weapons. Load, guns, anti-ship, anti-radar, CAS. I guess it's close air support, bombs, rockets, ATM. Yes. Yeah, you got a missile basically. I forgot what the A stands for. And then right click to go back. Yeah, I wish there were drop down menus instead of the right left click, or at least make it a little bit faster. A heat, a radar, a mix. You know what? Let's take off with the thing, because I remember in Strike Fighters I could not land with anything that showed you those are nozzles right there. I could not land with anything touch because I would most likely blow up. But then again, this is a long. No, that took place in that was a Vietnam era game. This is modern day. Let's look again. Fuel load, we'll take full, as full, H2 load, 50 pounds, okay, weather, clouds low, medium, clouds high, oh, you even see the weather effects, just the weather effects is good as well. Let's do clear for this, wind 5 knots, no wind please, turbulence, turn that off, surf here, oh, I will one day turn all this stuff on just to see what happens, but no, not today. Morning, afternoon, dusk, night, and I like the fact that it's like, when you do this, it's like snapping your finger, bam, it doesn't take a second to load, it just bam does it, that's pretty cool. That's not in many games. Now what's interesting about a Harrier game is the fact that Harriers aren't really represented in games all that much. Yeah, there's been Harriers in games before, like for instance there's Harrier in Ace Combat Infinity, and Harriers have been quote unquote in Ace Combats before, unquote, but they're usually NPC aircraft. There was a Harrier in Hawks, I think. There's a Harrier in European European Wings, European something that's like that flight game. By the way, we can flight difficulty. We'll go easy for right now just to get taste. And plan mission. Oh yes, this is the RTS element where you can plan your navy to go places. Like you go there. Like you go. Okay, fine. Find me that way, ship. I give up. Alright. Begin mission. Alright, oh wow. When the graphics like fracture between oh wow and what the it's like oh wow and wait this came out just a couple days ago, but then getting early access. However, the game is mostly mission started. General quarters, line up. Oh yes, they plan on adding voice actors later. I might need to change the audio, which I don't think I looked at. Alright, Ace combat controls? Okay. I need to look outside real quick. Can I do that? Is that a thing? I didn't also the reason why I didn't want to put guns on my thing. Oh great. Okay, Sniper is our guy up there. Actually, yeah, we're going to need to mess with the controls. Feared this, but that's why I didn't bring out the joystick. Oh. Oh, we can zoom in and out with the left mouse button? That's cool. H2? What's H2 used in the Harrier for? Options, controls. Good thing they don't care about me just sitting here. Alright. I want pitch. That is, bam, fine. Yeah, that way. I will invert it later if we need to. Roll, I want on the left stick. Yaw, I want LBRB. LB. Oh yes, it thinks it's an Xbox controller. Therefore that. Give us for not manual flying per se, but it works. Break's gonna stay on the keyboard for now. Okay. Map. Oh, yeah, never mind. Back. Okay, engine. Ah, this wasn't controlled at all. All right, throttle. I want throttle up to be on my right. Oh, throttle up, throttle down, nozzle angle. Okay, nozzle angle. Okay. Yes. Back. No, not that far back. Okay, map. Okay, fine, be that way. It's a beta. Or, I don't, yeah, probably it's a beta. Nozzle angle, nozzle, not nozzle, no, something like that. Thing that you shoot stuff out of. Pressure. I use, when I play X-Plane and I fly VTOL aircraft, I don't use my joystick for that, which I might want to get my joystick out at this point. Yeah, you know what? Getting joystick out. You're getting joystick out. Okay, done. Oh, my word's all dusty again. Dust in my room, no nose downs. Oh, whoa. Okay, back. Joystick's all set up. I am using a Shatik X51, an old one. I had this thing forever. It still works perfectly. Alright. Let's see how this works. Hey! Picked it up, I think. Wait, why are we at battle stations in this? Okay, now we're going to be messing with the controls a bit. Alright, but I need to figure out what in the world am I doing. Okay. Pitch. Oh, fantastic. It's not organizing it. Okay, so let's hit rescan then. There you go. There we go. Expert gamepad. Got it. Okay, well, let's try this. There we go. That's some action. This is going to suck. This is going to suck hard. We're supposed to VTOL. Yeah, I know. Well then. Were we supposed to VTOL? We might have been supposed to VTOL. So, what are the VTOL controls for the joystick? Also, my wires are being bad. Yeah, the thing about this one is the fact that the wires are, well, there's a wire that connects both the joystick and the throttle, which is good if you want to move them around, but it's bad when, let's say, they stop working with each other. It gets unplugged easily. Okay, actually, I'm missing my controller here. No, my remote, I should say. There we go. Things are not where they need to be. I put my joystick in the middle, which is something I've never done. So angle, I'll use, I got many things I can use. Hello, this. Use the little slidey thing. For stop, that. Okay. We'll mess with weapons once we mess with weapons. Save? Sure. So it's, no, that's where this one was at X51. Okay, let's try this again. Alright. that's our kid. Whoa, that's reverse on this thing. Oh, no, no. This might work. That works. This works. Well, nozzles are facing reverse. We need to get altitude like yesterday. Yeah, I think up is reverse. This is oddly working. This is actually working perfectly. You might be able to win like this. Yes, gear up. I don't know how to gear up. I need to mess with it. See, that is why you record everything. 'Cause stuff like that happens. Landing gear. Landing gear, you want to be, how about T5? Yep, T5. And then flaps can be down on T5. Air brake, I'm not gonna miss that. Sure. Safe. Okay, we need some altitude. I didn't know the Harrier could go in reverse. Okay, so now let's get some altitude. Now let's switch it to middle. I felt it. Also, there needs to be some sort of restart melee screen, because there is none right now. And also, I haven't used this controller in my new chair yet. My new chair, I had this thing for a year. I just haven't used the key. I haven't used my joystick in this one yet. Okay. Actually, throttle's 2-0. I don't know these numbers. What? No. What's the throttle? It's not what the throttle is. I wish I told you, hopefully that works. Okay, let's try this again. That did work. But now it's, now it's inverted. Okay. I could just do it like this, but that's no fun. Go backwards, that should do it. Save. Okay. Back. Back. HP 0. No. Why? Why? Why is it not getting inverted? I guess it's a beta. I mean, I've heard people say that they had trouble with this. Okay. I want throttle down. Now pull the throttle down. There we go. Let's see if that works. Okay, just gonna have to be reversed then. That's fine. Now, I wish, is that third person in any way so I can see where my nozzles are pointed? Because I don't know what that number means in terms of where my nozzles actually are. Actually would not be there when it, view. And also it doesn't, it tells you right here, F1, F2. I want third person. You change, you go F1 then. Okay, yeah, that's you right there. Okay, that's fine. If it's going to continue going to the cockpit because that's where it is. All right. So view, and then unmap view. How do you unmap a key? That does not seem to be working. Yeah, left click doesn't seem to be working either. Okay. Well, that's not gonna help. That's gonna help a lot. Okay, look at the nozzles. Oh yeah, that's reverse. No wonder we didn't get full thrust because it can only do so far. I wish there was more tutorial to this, because it just basically puts you in there, have fun! Oh, the flaps. Okay, I think 60 is where we need to be in order to do horizontal flight. Okay, let's switch back to the cockpit. Okay, going back around. Nozzle 0 is horizontal flight forward. 80 is where we need to be, or 90. Oh, no, it's 90 degree. Oh, 90 degree angle. 90, 110. 0, duh. But, like, they didn't give me any way to actually know about that. Alright, so... Or is it just... Well, I wonder if the Harrier is just reversed in terms of, throttle, which I don't think it is. It should not be. If it is, it'd be the one aircraft that is that way that I know of. Alright, now we want to look, Oh yes, you can adjust the FOV in this game. I want a look button. I want to just have general looking around because I have the ability as I have a little thing. Actually, I think maybe the little thing works or something. All right. All right. We can just take off normally. Let's start taking off normally. We get the couple ready. Brake is on, and I don't know how to take it off. It says brake there, so I hope it's on. If it isn't, then I'm going to turn it on. Brake. No, air brakes. B. Use brakes. Duh. But let's make it. I use D as my brakes, but as you can see, that doesn't happen. How about E? There we go. E on my controller, or controller. I mean joystick. There we go. And lift off. And we're not pulling up. Fantastic. Yeah, there's a lot of things I need to do with this game in order to make it better. Make it so you can invert your controls. Make it so you can unmap your controls. Make it have actual tutorial instead of just putting you in the mission and expecting you to know everything. Is there a manual then? The thing about Steam manuals is the fact that in order to look at them, in order to find them, they're actually you go in your Steam library, you click on the game, they're seated right where you see their store page and all their good stuff. The manual should be around that bar. I don't know if this game has a manual or not, because I didn't look. I forgot to look. Okay. Yeah, we're going to check to see if our stick is working, so go on to 4. Oh, brakes! Why are you moving forward? Oh, I know why you're moving forward, because my stick is all the way back, and we're using inverted controls for some reason. So uninvert that. Okay, we got our flaps in short takeoff. That's third takeoff. Landing. SDOL. Short take off and landing. Okay. Yeah, our brakes on. Our brakes are on. Alright, switching to this view. Again, I wish it was just your typical third person view. What is this view? There we go. Flight check, up, down. So the stick is working perfectly. Yawing. Ooh, yawing doesn't work. Let's fix that. Oh, we're going out of time. I'm just beginning to figure this game out. Yeah, this is totally going to be figuring the game out. Oh, maybe we should move our nozzles into a more vertical position. I guess what would be nice if they actually showed you the nozzle angle as well as a little, you can turn it on and off, as well as a little image showing you, oh, the nozzle is pointing like this, oh, the nozzle is pointing like that. To help a bit with understanding how this works, because, again, I know of only 3 vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. 2 jets, 1 propeller driven. 1, obviously the Harrier series. 2, F-35C. And 3, the V-22 Osprey. And that's it. So yeah. And not many games do VTOL. Um, yeah, I mean, the Harrier didn't do VTOL in Ace Combat, nor did it do VTOL in Hawks, just a fighter. You know, just a normal aircraft. Um, so yeah. I did use VTOL aircraft a lot in X-Plane 9. I do have X-Plane 10, which I do plan on putting channel eventually. I just never got around to it. Mainly because it never got, I never decided to put this stick up. What were we looking for? We were looking for yawing. Yeah, yawing. You are going on. I hit the left mouse button game. I hope. I hope that this is not inverted because I don't know. Oh, maybe we should hit Y and E. Oh, Y. Okay, is it inverted? It's not fair, so. Okay, so back to a cockpit. Remove the nozzle. 30 degrees and. Well, oh, okay. Oh, hitting the nozzle angle works like that. Okay. Taking the brakes off. Full speed forward. And let's try this again. Oh, I put my stick on my knees. All right, and up we go. Hey, we're flying. Oh, hello, ship. That wasn't too hard. Once you figure this stuff out. Okay, now get the nozzle already forward. Unless this thing has zero lift. Okay, I gotta get to 3,000. What is my feet? What is my speed? What is my feet? Put that on. Again, I mean, no, you should have steered this chair. Actually, when you lean back in this chair, or when you, not lean back in this chair per se, but when you have the footrest up, it actually has the arms at a good 30, 45-degree angle. Which putting sticks on it's hard, putting the Wii gamepad on it's hard just to keep it there. So yeah, I am. What is my speed and altitude? I wish it told you somewhere. I gotta check if there's a manual or not, and I gotta like there is no way to look around, is there? Oh, yeah, there is. There's just no free look. I know what I need to do. Okay, not flight. You need to go into view. Okay. Bam. Actually, I need to reverse that. Okay, what? I'm hitting left mouse button, just not doing it. Up. Down. Okay. Save, control, saved. Now I should be able to do this. Oh, what the heck? Why did you just do it with your head? That was not in any way what I meant. Oh my word. It's inverted. Yeah, it's inverted. Whoa. Yeah, the up and down looking is inverted for some reason. Yeah, huh. That's what I want. I keep going to flight for some reason. You? That's the one. No. Okay, put down. Ah. Okay, so it is sensitive to where you're pushing. It's just not. It tells you right there. It says, "Oh, when you saw I go from 80 to 0. That's me pushing in different directions. What are you doing? What are you? What are you doing? You know what you need to do? Keyboard, you're going away because you're in the way of the joysticks. Actually, no, because the joysticks are plugged into the keyboard, right? Yeah. Oh, well, it's fine. Guess I'm too uncomfortable. What are you... Dude. Dude, seriously. Running out of time. Okay, just don't look up and down. Do that. You're bad at it. You're really bad at it, guy. Is unmap just... What does unmap mean? Because I can't unmap anything. Okay, how about down then? Oh great, now my guy is stuck looking that direction. There we go. Again, I don't know where is my altitude. He uses a system very similar to an FA-18 Hornet. Okay, feet per minute I recognize middle of the right side of the HUD. Up, I'm looking at the 8 number, it's like 8,000, that has to be our, yeah, that has to be 8,000 something feet, now it's 9,000, no, not 9,000 something feet. And then right at that, maybe our speed, because remember, the Harrier is not supersonic. The only supersonic VTOL I know of, and probably exists, is the F-35C. So yeah. Alright, I think we're going fast enough just to switch our nozzle to full back. And this thing doesn't like to fly with its nozzle fully back. Okay, guys. Yeah, that has to be, that has to be our altitude right there. 13,000, that would make sense. I can't look around because reasons like you can do this. Not that. Yeah, we're pretty high up. Oh, my gear's down! Ah, I forgot about my landing gear. I completely forgot my landing gear. What control is that? No wonder we're going so slow and keep nosing down. That makes a lot of sense now. Oh yes, I didn't forget about it. I just forgot to actually initialize it. And also we need to cycle our flaps back. Okay, so down and up. Gears up. Flaps are up. Okay, go back to this, and we should... Yeah, back into the cockpit. Now we're good. There we go. That was our problem. Oh yeah, and I would assume that the Harrier does not have afterburners either, for the fact that I don't think they can fit it in those tiny little nozzles. Okay, we're good, I think. I guess let's try go back to our to the fleet just to see what it looks like. I don't know the performance of our Harrier, which is actually pretty good. I mean, the thing about Harriers and why the U.S. wants to replace them with F-35 as well as most people is the fact that a Harrier is very vulnerable because it's so slow. Um, yeah, it's fast compared to, well, it wasn't even slow back when it first came out. Back when it was, back, back when it was first used. There's the moon, question mark? Or a random rock floating in the sky or a cloud or something? Where's the fleet? Can I, no. No, I cannot. I don't know how to unbind controls, which is weird. Where's the fleet? I wish you can look around, but that's just not working for me. Oh, whoa, don't miss the nozzles. Actually, yes, this is nozzles. Where's the fleet? Are we too far up? They should be around here somewhere. I don't know what the U forces are like are on the Harrier, but we'll find out. Are we just too far up? Okay, seeing the scene. Ignore that. Doesn't exist. Where's the fleet? Yeah. Seriously, man, where's the fleet? Are we? Oh, we were running we were running forward for a long time too. So well, let's go over here. Okay, I think we did it. I could be wrong. Current campaign. What do we need to do exactly? We'll wait for it to come up, and we're way out of time actually. Yeah, 3,000 feet altitude and a minimum 3,000 knots. Fully halved. We were doing that. I did forget about the nozzle part, but we were doing that. What's it to auto? I think the flaps part was what we messed up on. What I messed up on. Alright, but anyway, so that was interesting. I'll probably do more of this, just trying to figure out how in the world this game works. But yeah, what do I think of Combat Patrol right now? Oh, by the way, I didn't mention this earlier. I kind of didn't have time to. But this game is actually $29.99 US, which is, for a simulator, it's a good price. For a game that just has one aircraft, and it's early access, that's not much of a good price. But anyway, so what do I think of Combat Patrol 2? Well, it needs work. It needs lots of work. Like everything I say in this video, it needs work. The graphics need a little bit of work, but it's early access, it's forgivable. The game needs a tutorial that actually tells you stuff, as opposed to just puts you on a deck and just says, go take off and do things. I do expect that it does recognize your controllers, but when it does, they don't really work all that well. You still have to miss the controls, but that's fine. It's a simulator. That's normal for simulators, or at least they used to anyway. And yeah, but however, you didn't hear me say it needs work. I didn't say it is a bad game. It just needs work. Because the actual flight model, the actual flight model, the actual gameplay, once you get everything worked out, works really well. It's just, well, it's a little rough right now. I'm gonna read the exact words on the current state of early access. Alright, the current state of early access. Use our devlog to explain each update to give you the best possible idea what to expect from the current build. And it's true, the devlog is useful. CAP2 will launch as a single-player game with fully immersive simulation and strategic gameplay. All of the listed features will be present. Perhaps not 100% polished. After all, it's EA, not EA the publisher, but EA the early access period. By the way, but enough to give players an idea of where the game is heading. Campaign mode, open-ended dynamic campaigns, and the Straits of Hormuz, naval simulations, civilian traffic lines, and yeah. Basically, it's mostly all here except for multiplayer, better voice recordings, better style inventory. So yeah, this is mostly what the game is right now. And the game price, they say, will go up from $29.99. So, yeah, I mean, let's really fix everything. But this can be worth, I want to say, $40 price range. For people that want to play as a Harrier, or want to fly Harrier, yes, it would be worth it. For people that want an older, classic experience of a flight game like Strike Fighters, where you have to, well, you play the entire mission, you don't just play certain parts of the mission, it's be worth it. For everyone else, I don't think it would, and I don't think it is worth it. At least right now, because again, it's so rough right now. I mean, like most of Relax's games, it's rough. You should only get it if you really want it, or be one to help out developers. So yeah, oh yeah, another issue I'm having with the game is the menus. They're pretty click intensive. Um, I mean, the menus look nice, but I wish they were drop downs instead of left click, right click. You know, makes things a bit better. Also, unbinding controls is I don't even know how to do it. So yeah. Also, Velocity's going. Oh, we gotta miss this real quick. Uh, down the medium, and we're going real quick. At least they, at least that, at least that reminds. Oh, that's not that. Oh, that's a different spot for some reason. Okay, there we go. So yeah, it's not a bad game. It's just rough right now. So let's see when we increase the speed how it works. Okay, wait for him to fully take off as you do on the carrier. You don't just take off like that. And see how the graphics are money on the carrier deck. He's gone. Brakes off and oh, brakes off and away we go. Forward. Oh, that's much better. Now we can actually see speed. Yep. Out of the way. Okay, put the gear away. And also the weirdness of the looking around is you can't really look around the mouse. I wish there was a thing to really look around the mouse. Are we going forward? Actually, no, we're not. Are we? Oh, are we just pulling up that much? I couldn't tell because my guy was looking up. Yeah, I wish instead of your guy just looking around when you're doing maneuvers, I wish you could. I wish you basically stayed static, or at least had an option to stay static, so you can look around yourself. So you know this doesn't happen. How high are we up? Okay, we're up. Okay, flaps SD, flaps auto, flaps are auto. Yeah, okay. Yes, I couldn't tell I thought I wasn't rising because my guy was looking all the way up. So yeah. Okay, we're over 3,000 feet, 150, put nozzles all the way back. And we should win. Or we should get the mission complete. And we are good, right? Okay, that's good. Flaps are auto. It does tell you when flaps are auto, which is nice. Oh, my cockpit! I left it open. Whoops. My cockpit is open. How do I fix that? Oh, you can eject in this game too, by the way. Uh, 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 uh. Also, get to 80 as I like. Also, how high can you put it? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You want to basically take a guy from Quake and put in this game. Put him in a plane. That's what you get. But I prefer 90, thank you. Higher to the mission. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, wow, that's what I've been missing. Yeah, we should win. I mean, our flaps are in auto, right? Flaps auto. We're going 475 knots. Knots are 20 below miles per hour, and miles per hour are 20 below kilometers per hour. I think, if I got that right. Something around there. Okay, how do I close the cockpit? Like, how? C. Good thing we can go with. Oh yeah, that makes things a lot more obvious. Yeah, I wish it like gave you like the default controls on screen at the very least. All right, now we should do it. Flaps are auto. We can send a cruiser if we need to. Tails at 100. Oh, I wouldn't. Oh, that's why that throttle wasn't going to 100 is because our cockpit wasn't closed. We're at 13,000 feet now. We're going. Yeah, we should have got it by now if we had got it by now. All right, but anyway, so actually, let's fly around for a little bit. Test the. Let's fly around for a little bit, testing the flight physics. Okay, it looks like the Harrier can't go fast enough in order to break itself. And again, can we not see the fleet because we're so far up? But the flight physics feel really good. They feel right. They're not like Microsoft Flight Sim when they feel wrong. They feel like flying it. They feel like you're flying a Harrier. They feel like, well, not as good as X-Plane, not as good as Over G, but as good as better than Ace Combat. Ace Combat has good flight physics. Although I don't think there's actual physics involved. It's basically basically game tells the plane how to fly. Like they model each individual plane individually, and yeah. Or not individually, just give them different stats and put them on a flight model. Where in a simulator they model how the plane would fly like that. But yeah, this works. Yeah, I wish I could control my guy's view instead of my guy looking wherever he wants. But yeah, not bad. Again, it has good bones. It's just, yeah. Alright, but anyway, yep, that's it for this video. I have to probably cut this in half now. Oh well. But yeah, so is it worth it right now? $29.99. Um, yes, if you want to have development. Yes, if you like. Yes, if you really want to test it and help them develop the game. In order, basically, help them develop the game and just be a good early access tester. Or if you just really want to play with a very good Harrier, quote, simulation, unquote, then yes, it's good. It's bad for basically everyone else. Like, simulation enthusiasts, if they don't look too deeply into the game, it probably won't bug them as much as, like, some other games would. But yeah. It is good. It is a good game, but $29.99 isn't worth it. I don't know if it is. I mean, I think if there's enough content, it's just, I guess I need to mess around with it more, get practice in. Because once you figure it out, and it works perfectly, more or less. I mean, my controls aren't I'm unable to invert. I can't delete my controls. I mean, I can't unbind using the unbind button, so yeah. But it is a good game nevertheless, and there's also one aircraft which is not good. But yeah. Well, yeah, I'll be continuing this thing up to this game. If they change it any sticking, well, I'll probably play it more. Or if you guys want me to play it more, I'll probably play more flight training and try to figure this game out on camera, like I did right here. And now that I figured out, and now that I got my joystick working, well, I got comfortable using the joystick and record. It wasn't even that hard. It's that. I thought it'd be more tedious than it was, judging by my younger self, setting up key bindings for joysticks. So I would say there are definitely gonna be X-Plane 10 videos coming out in the future, and maybe a mod series of that game, or maybe a return to mod overview. Who knows? But yeah, so yep, this game, it's worth it to the right people, not worth it to the other people. Alright, but anyway, so that be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Or videos, I should say. Thanks for watching. Do appreciate you guys watching these videos. It means a lot to me. Well, see, I mean, if you leave comments or just give me suggestions for this. Tell me what makes serious out of this game or not. We can definitely do flight training, weapons training, and then do the champagne. Actually, let's look at the champagne. Oh my, where was this? Champagne? You go there. Tasking. close to cockpit. We're not messing with this. If we're not messing with it, because I don't have the control setup, and we just begin. So how can I get my campaign thing back so I can see the campaign? Ooh, not good. I didn't know. I did not know that well. Okay. I didn't know that when I started a campaign it would be like that. So, sick pilot. Not you. Okay, well, I want to see the intro to the campaign again, but oh well. Yes, that'd be nice. That'd be nice to have an option when you hit campaign to see intro and then see the normal campaign. Maybe have different save slots. Alright, but anyway, so yeah, that'd be it for this video. And I guess I also appreciate tips on how to play is Combat Air Patrol 2 in general. No tips, seems to me is comments for the drill tip. And I guess, see you in a second.